How's it going, ladies and gents? Welcome back to yet another video. Today we're talking about Destiny. It's been a little bit, but there's some more news for this new update that has come out. Some good news and some bad news, man. Let's talk about the bad news. It's not necessarily the worst thing ever, but it's definitely something I see as kind of going in the wrong direction, I guess you could say. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit that up as the first topic. What they're going to be adding are these things called, like, what are they called? Sterling boxes or crates or something like that. And basically, this is a new thing that you can buy with real money. Like, you go, you buy your silver, and then you can use the silver to buy these crates. Kind of like how you can buy your emotes and stuff like that, your cosmetic items. But you can go in, you can buy these crates, and you can have a chance to get this new gear out of it. It's the coolest looking gear that they have added to the game, period. If you've seen the poster with like the Taking Guardians, that is some of the gear that you get out of these, and that's the only way you can get this gear. Now, they are giving one free package to every player per week through their in-game mail, but if you want more, you can go ahead and you can buy some. But the problem is with this armor is it's not just cosmetic, alright? It comes at an extremely low level. It's only 3 light. It has perks though. It has your intellect, it has your strength, it has all of that stuff in it. So you can technically just keep buying these things until you get the correct role, the role that you want to get. It's almost borderline pay to win. Now, you still do have to level this thing up, or this gear up, via infusion and stuff like that, but it's still in the game, and it's borderline getting there. They keep pushing it closer and closer to that line, man, and it's not a good route to take. But then we go and you'd say we look at another Activision title like Call of Duty that said they would never put DLC weapons in supply drops, and what have they done? Put DLC weapons in supply drops. And now we come over to Destiny, which is another Activision title. It feels like Activision is just getting their hands too deep into this microtransaction pool. Man, they're reaching too far, and it's becoming a point to where you're borderline pay to win, man. You're paying for power, and you can also here's another thing. You can also get boosts for factions, rep boosts, kind of like the Nightfall used to have. You can actually buy this now. That is another bad thing. You're paying for something that's going to level you up faster and give you an advantage at getting better gear faster. Now, Black Ops 2 or 3 or any Call of Duty, when you get double XP, it doesn't really matter because all you're really getting is a rank. Alright, yeah, you unlock your other weapons and stuff like that, but then you go ahead and you prestige and you lose everything. It doesn't really affect a game like that that's based around a rank. But when you look at a game that's an RPG and a shooter like Destiny, where you got to get these faction ranks in order to get certain gear that's really good gear, then you're looking at another thing that's borderline pay to win, and I just don't like it, man. I really don't like it. Now, the question is, am I going to actually buy some of these things? Probably not. I've stopped buying COD points in Black Ops 3, but I might, just because this gear is so freaking cool looking, dude. It really, really is. But I'm kind of shying away from it, man. I really don't want to do that. I don't want to end up paying to win or anything. I don't want to end up getting these boosters. I'm not going to use them. So I feel like it's kind of like a waste of money at the time, you know? It's just cosmetic items. I'm cool paying for what are they called? Emotes and stuff like that. Dances, obviously. Those things are freaking sweet. But as far as buying gear and getting these rep boosters, I'm not a big fan of that, man. All it does is really speed up the game so you can get to the end faster, run out of content sooner, you know? But anyway, that's the bad, guys. That's the bad part. Here's the good part. One, they are bringing back a bunch of people's favorite legendary Year 1 weapons, not the Fatebringer. Just clearing that up, alright? Alright, good. Not the Fatebringer or anything like that, but they are bringing back a bunch of new weapons. You can find a list on the website, and that's really freaking cool. They're going to be all the way up, 330, 335. You can fuse them, get them up there. That's really great, but you have to get these things out of new legendary engrams. Right? That's where they're going to drop, or as rewards and stuff like that. But saying that, you sit there and you think about, okay, I got to grind the max level, I got to get a group to do Prison of Elders, I got to get a group to do the raid. Well, originally they were only increasing the raid drop maximum light to 300 and then 320. But actually, or 330. But then they decided that the hard mode is actually going to reward all the way up to 335, which is max light. So that's another way you can get to max light, is doing the raid. You don't have to do PoE. That's fantastic. But here's yet another amazing thing, and it's good for me because it's going to make entertaining streams. It could make entertaining content because you don't need anyone at all. You can matchmake into strikes, and these strike specific rewards from strikes, like the bone helmet from the Darkblade helmet for the Titan, that will drop at 335 light, as well as the class strike specific helmet for the Warlock, and the specific weapons that drop from these strikes. All of those will drop at 335, so it is possible to not only get gear that you could use that's at level 335, but it's also possible to get that and infuse it into your other gear to reach level 335. So you can reach max level playing solo now. That is fantastic. And on top of that, if you want to speed up this process a little bit more, if you do have a group of people to play with, you could go do PoE, or you could do the Nightfall repeatedly, because the Nightfall drops strike specific items a lot more often than any other strike playlist. That's fantastic, dude. I'm super excited about that. And also, don't forget, they're also releasing a bunch of other stuff. There's a new sword. There's a bunch of new weapons. They're bringing back a bunch of Year 1 exotics. They're bringing back Queenbreaker's bow and all of the PoE exotics as well, which is freaking sweet because that shotgun was cool, man. Lord of Wolves was my jam. So, I mean, there's a bit more to it, but that's the stuff that really caught my ear, man, and my eye, that I got really excited for. The solo thing especially, man, so you guys can bet I'm probably going to be streaming that a little bit, man. You know, I'd like to throw that in there, mix it up with the Division and Call of Duty as well. And it's just fantastic, man. I'm really excited about it. So let me know if you are a Destiny fan. Let me know in the comments down below what your opinion is on it. Are you excited about this update? What's your take on the whole silver boxes, man? But that's going to do it from me, man. I'll see you guys a little bit later for yet another video today. That's right, triple upload. What's up, man? What's up? I'll see you guys later. Peace.